purchases and sales. So how do we record purchases in the debit side of trading account and sales in the credit side of trading account? So this comes under trading account. Returns. So this is purchase and the return will be 4,000, purchase return. Whereas coming to sales, 50,000 minus 5,000 will be the returns. Your credit side is more than debit side, so it is gross profit. Now this gross profit has to be carried forward to profit and loss account. Hello everyone, I am Harshita, lecturer, Department of Commerce, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. My dear students, today we are in the 5th session of Unit 4 of the subject Fundamentals of Business Accounting, and this is for first Sem B.B.A student. So your Unit 4 is all about final accounts of proprietary concern. So my dear students, in a previous session, we were discussing a 15 marks problem on final accounts of a sole trading concern or proprietary concern. So let us quickly recall what we have discussed in a previous session. So in a previous session, I have covered this topic, that is, we had solved a problem, that is 2021 question paper problem on final accounts of sole trading concern. So in today's session also, we shall continue with those 15 marks problem. Now go through the problem here. From the following trial balance, prepare final accounts from the following. So they have given the trial balance and few adjustments. So we have to prepare the financial statement, that is trading, profit and loss account as well as balance sheet. Now go through the trial balance. Let us quickly see where these items that have to be recorded in the financial statement. Now coming to the first one, drawings and capital. So these are the capital items. So we will record in the balance sheet, that is capital, we'll take it as opening capital minus drawings. Next, opening stock, we have to take in trading account because we'll start our trading account with 2 opening stock in the debit side. Next, bad debts. So where do we record bad debts? In the profit and loss account. Next, wages, it is a direct expense, we'll record in trading account. Next, carriage inward. So remember, carriage inward is a direct expense and carriage outward is a indirect expense. So carriage inward is in the trading account and carriage outward in the profit and loss account. Bills receivable. So bills receivable is an asset, so we'll record in the balance sheet. Bills payable, so it is a liability, we'll record in the balance sheet. Next, purchases and sales. So how do we record? Purchases in the debit side of trading account and sales in the credit side of trading account. So this comes under trading account. Next, returns. So returns, purchase. Now this is the amount of purchase and this 1,50,000 is the amount of sales. Whereas coming to returns, the amount in the credit side will be purchase return and the amount in the debit side will be sales return. So returns, where do we record? In the trading account, where we have to minus from the purchase as well as sales. Next, building, it's an asset which comes under balance sheet. Next, furniture, it is also an asset, so it comes under balance sheet. Machinery, it's a fixed asset, again in the balance sheet. Salary, it is an indirect expense, so we'll record in profit and loss account. Next, discount. So they have given the amount in the debit side, it means what? Discount paid. So we'll record in the profit and loss account because it is an indirect expense. Next, bank balance. So it is a current asset, so we'll record in the balance sheet. Next, insurance. So insurance is an indirect expense, so where do we record? We'll record in profit and loss account. Debtors and creditors. So debtors, the amount in the debit side is debtors and the amount in the credit side will be creditors. So these are the asset. Debtors is an asset and creditors is a liability. So where do we record? We'll record in the balance sheet. Next, general expenses, it is an indirect expense, so we have to record in profit and loss account. So hope you are clear with all the items in the trial balance. Now we shall go through the adjustment. So these adjustment we have to record twice in a solution. So let us see where we have to record. Depreciate machinery by 10%, furniture by 5% and building by 2%. So where do we record depreciation? Debit side of profit and loss account. Next, in the balance sheet we have to minus the depreciation from the respective asset. Next, insurance prepaid. So, insurance is an indirect expense. So, we'll record in the profit and loss account where we have to minus the prepaid. And next, insurance prepaid is an asset. So, we will record in the asset side of the balance sheet. Next, outstanding wages. So, it's a liability. So, we'll record in the balance sheet, that is in the liability side. At the same time in the direct, that is in the trading account, because wages is a direct expense. So, we'll record in the trading account where you have to add outstanding, and once in the balance sheet, that is in the liability side. Next, closing stock. Closing stock once we'll take in trading account, and once in the balance sheet, that is in the asset side of the balance sheet. Next, goods costing 30,000 were destroyed and insurance company admitted the claim for rupees 25,000. So, the amount or the cost which is being destroyed, or the cost of goods which is being destroyed, will take in trading account. So, this 30,000 has to be taken in trading account, and the claim what we have got, so this will take in the balance sheet. So, this will take in the balance sheet, but the difference amount, see, the goods has been destroyed is 30,000, but how much the claim what we got is only 25,000. So, 30,000 minus 25,000, so remaining this 5,000 is what? It is a loss, because 30,000 is destroyed, but we got only 25,000. So, 5,000 is loss. So, we'll record in the profit and loss account, that is in the debit side. Hope you are clear with the last adjustment. Now, you are clear with the whole problem where we have to record the items of trading account and the adjustment. Now, we shall directly go through the solution. So, first we have to prepare trading and profit and loss account for the year ending. So, they have not given the date in this problem. So, let it be blank. So, we will record it as trading profit and loss account for the year ending. Now, you know the format. So, our trading account has debit as well as credit side. Debit side will be expenses or losses, amount, and credit side will be income or revenue or gain or amount. So, this will be the format. Now, coming to the debit side. So, how do we start? We'll start with opening stock. So, write to opening stock. Now, what is the opening stock? Now, see the trial balance. Yes, opening stock is 50,000. So, write that opening stock 50,000. Next, to purchase less return. So, in our problem, there is purchase as well as returns. So, how do we write? To purchase less returns. So, what is a purchase? So, purchase is 64,000, whereas purchase return is 2,000. 64,000 minus 2,000. So, purchase 64,000 minus 2,000, so, we'll get 62,000. Next, you have to record all the direct expenses. So, which are the direct expenses? Yes, we have wages. How much? 12,800. But whether there is any adjustment relating to wages? Yes, we have outstanding. So, wages, add outstanding wages 400. So, you have to make those adjustment. 2 wages 12,800, add outstanding wages 400. So, outer column 13,200. Now, coming to the next one, which is the other one. Yes, carriage inward. How much? 4,000. So, it is also a direct expense. So, we have to record, but there is no adjustment on carriage inward. So, write directly in the outer column. So, carriage inward, how much? 4,000. So, we are done with all the direct expenses. Now, come to the credit side. So, what we record in the credit side? By sales less return. So, what is the sales? Yes, sales is 1,50,000 minus return is 4,000. So, sales minus returns 1,50,000 minus 4,000. So, outer column 1,46,000. Next, we will record the closing stock. So, what is the closing stock? They will give in the adjustment. So, closing stock is 40,000. So, record that closing stock 40,000, and I have already told you the goods destroyed by fire. So, what is the goods destroyed by fire? 30,000. So, record that 30,000. Now, balance both the side because we are done with the trading account, and remember this is a continuation. So, trading profit and loss account is a single account, but I don't have sufficient space to continue with profit and loss account. So, I'll continue in the next slide. Okay, now balance both the side. So, if you count the amount, so in the credit side it is 2,16,000, whereas coming to the debit side, you'll get a balancing figure of 86,000 86,800. Now, how do we get 86,800? 2,16,000 minus 4,000 minus 13,200 minus 2,000 minus 50,000. You'll get balancing figure of 86,800. So, your credit side is more than debit side. So, what it is? It is gross profit. So, how do we write? To gross profit carried down. So, this will be the balancing figure. Now, coming to the continuation of profit and loss account, first we have to bring down the gross profit or gross loss, what you have got in the trading account. So, what was the gross profit? 86,800. So, write it as by gross profit brought down, that is in the credit side, 86,800. Now, coming to the debit side, you will write all the indirect expenses. So, direct expenses, everything goes to trading account. All the indirect expenses and indirect income, we have to record in the debit side of profit and loss account. So, we shall start with salaries. So, salaries 8,000. So, let us see whether there is any adjustment on salaries. No. So, directly write salaries. How much? 8,000. Now, coming to the next one, we shall see the trial balance one by one. Let us record each and every item, that is indirect expenses. So, bad debts, how much? 4,000. So, record that bad debts 4,000. After that, carriage outward 3,600. So, carriage outward 3,600. After carriage outward, salaries we have done, discount 2,000. So, record that discount. So, discount 2,000. Next one, insurance 600, but there is a prepaid. So, minus that prepaid, 600 minus 100. So, insurance 600 minus prepaid 100, so, you'll get 500. After insurance, yes, general expenses 9,000. So, record that general expenses 9,000. Next, we are done with all the items in the trial balance. Now, go through the adjustment, whether we have recorded all the adjustment at least once. So, as I told you, it should come twice in a solution. So, once it will come in the balance sheet. So, at least once it should be there in trading profit and loss account. So, go through the adjustment. So, depreciation we have not recorded. So, now we shall record. So, depreciation has to be recorded in the debit side of profit and loss account. So, depreciation on machinery by 10%. So, how do we record? To depreciation. So, record the heading to depreciation machinery. So, they have given 10%. So, what is the value of machinery? So, machinery is 50,000. 50,000 into 10%. So, that will be 5,000. Next, in the same way, which is the next one? After machinery, furniture by 5%. So, what is the value of furniture? Yes, 12,000 into 5%. So, this will be 12,000 into 5%. So, how much will get? That is 600. So, 50,000 into 10%, that is machinery will get 5,000. Furniture 600. Next, coming to the building. So, building they have given 2%. So, what is the value of building? So, building is 60,000 into 2%. So, this will be the depreciation. So, how much will get? 60,000 into 2%, that is 1,200. So, we are done with add everything. So, I'll get 6,800. Now, come to the next adjustment. Insurance prepaid we have taken, we have minus. Next, outstanding wages we have taken, we have added to wages. Closing stock. So, once we have recorded in trading account and once it comes under balance sheet. Now, as I told you, this profit or loss on goods destroyed. So, here it is a loss of 5,000. So, we have to record in the debit side. So, how to record? To loss on stock destroyed, how much? 5,000. So, hope you are clear with this. So, we are done with all the items in the trial balance, at the same time all the adjustments also. Now, balance both the side, balancing figure will be net profit or net loss. Now, if you add everything in the credit side, it will be 86,800, whereas in the debit side, you will get a balancing figure of 47,900. So, here also your credit side is more than debit side. So, the ultimate answer what you get is what? Net profit. So, by preparing this profit and loss account, the balancing figure will be net profit or net loss. If your credit side is more than debit side, then it is net profit. If the debit side is more than credit side, then it is net loss. In this problem, your credit side is more than debit side, so it is net profit. So, to net profit carried down 47,000 900. So hope you are clear with trading profit and loss account. Now come to the balance sheet. So write the heading balance sheet as it, because they have not given the date. So we shall write it as balance sheet as it. Now we shall record all the liabilities first. So go through the liabilities. First we shall see in the trial balance. So we have capital as well as drawing. So as I told you, you have to make the adjustment. So how to make the adjustment? So that is capital. And in this problem, there is no additional capital. So capital, add, we got net profit minus drawings. Minus drawings. Then you will get the ultimate answer of capital. So capital, we shall take it as 1,80,000. Add net profit. So what is the net profit? So net profit is 47,900 minus drawings. So capital 1,80,000, add net profit 47,900 minus drawing 26,000. So outer column it is 2,01,900. So we are done with the capital. Now come to the next one, that is in the balance sheet, bills receivable. So it is an asset, we will record in the asset side. Next, bills payable 22,000. So it's a liability. So record in the liability side, bills payable. So bills payable 22,000. After bills payable, next is building is an asset, furniture asset, machinery asset. Now coming to the next one, yes, we have bank balance. So it is also an asset, debtors and creditors. So debtors is an asset, whereas creditors is a liability. So record that liability. It is creditors 20,000. So we are done with all the items in the trial balance. Now come to here whether we have left out anything. So this will record in the asset side of the balance sheet, that is depreciation, insurance prepaid. So what it is? So it is also an asset. Outstanding wages is a liability. So outstanding wages we have to take in the liability side, 400. So outstanding wages 400. Next, closing stock, it's an asset, whereas this goods destroyed also will take in the asset side. Now we are done with all the liabilities. Now we shall go through assets. So which are the assets we have to record here? Yes, bills receivable 6,000. So record bills receivable 6,000. So where is bills receivable? Yes, 6,000. After that, after bills receivable, next is building 60,000, but there is a depreciation. So minus that depreciation, 60,000 and the depreciation. So building, that is 60,000 minus depreciation 1,200. So outer column 58,800. After building, we have furniture. Furniture 12,000, but there is a 5% depreciation. So furniture 12,000 minus 5% depreciation, that is 6,000, will get 11,400. After furniture, next we have machinery 50,000, but there is a 10% depreciation. So 50,000 minus 5,000, that is machinery 50,000 less depreciation 5,000, will get 45,000. After that, yes, we are done with this. Next, bank balance 30,000. So it's also an asset. So write in the asset side. Bank balance 30,000. Next one, debtors. So debtors 28,000. Creditors we have recorded in the liability side. So debtors 28,000. So debtors is 28,000. Now we are done with all the items in the trial balance. Now come to the adjustment. Depreciation we have already adjusted in the respective asset. Insurance prepaid, so it is an asset, that is rupees 100. So record in the asset side, insurance prepaid 100. Next one, outstanding wages is a liability. Closing stock, it's also an asset 40,000. So closing stock 40,000. Next, goods destroyed. So whatever the claim they got, they have to record in the balance sheet 25,000. So how do you record? Due from insurance company 25,000. So we are done with all the items. We have recorded all the assets and all the liability. Now we have to balance both the side and the balance has to be tallied. Okay, so if you add all the liability, it will be 2,44,300. In the same way, if you add all the assets, it will be 2,44,300. So your balance sheet gets tallied. So this is a 15 marks problem and quite lengthy problem because you will have number of items, but if you know where we have to record, you can easily go on recording the items. We shall continue with one more problem. From the following trial balance of Sri Chandan Traders Mysore, prepare the financial statement for the year ending 31st 12 2016. So, they have given the trial balance as well as few adjustment where they are asking us to prepare the financial statement, that is trading profit and loss account as well as balance sheet. Now, we shall see or we shall go through each and every items and we shall see where these items have to be recorded in the financial statement. Capital. So, where do we record? So, it is a capital item. We will record in the balance sheet. Next, drawings. So, we will minus from the capital, that is in the balance sheet, that is of the liability side. Land and building. So, it is an asset. So, we will record in the balance sheet. Plant and machinery. It is also an asset. So, record in the balance sheet. Purchases and sales. We will record in the trading account where purchase amount will be 40,000 and sales amount will be 50,000. Returns. So, this is purchase and the return will be 4,000, purchase return, whereas coming to sales 50,000 minus 5,000 will be the returns. So, returns also in trading account. Stock on 1/1/2016, it is nothing but opening stock, we will take in trading account. Furniture. Furniture is an asset, so we will record in the balance sheet. Salaries. Salaries is an indirect expense, so we will record in profit and loss account. Insurance. So, where do we record insurance? In the profit and loss account. Debtors and creditors. So, debtors is an asset and creditors is a liability, so we will record in the balance sheet. Bills receivable and bills payable, that is BP and BR. So, bills receivable is an asset and bills payable is a liability, so we will record in the balance sheet. Commission. So, commission and interest, see the amount they have given in the credit side, it means commission received as well as interest received. Both we have to take in profit and loss account, that is in the credit side. Carriage inward. So, carriage inward is a direct expense, so we will record in the trading account. Wages also it is a direct expense, trading account. Investment is an asset, so we will record in the balance sheet. Printing and stationery, it is an indirect expense, so we will record in profit and loss account. Cash in hand, it is a current asset, so we will record in the balance sheet. Okay, so these are the items of the trial balance. Now come to the adjustment. So each adjustment we have to record twice in our solution. So closing stock, where do we record? Once in trading account and once in balance sheet. Outstanding liability. So it's outstanding liability means what? It is a liability. So where outstanding has to be added. Now wages has to be added in trading account and salaries, it has to be added in profit and loss account to salary, and will record in the liability side of the balance sheet because it is a both are liabilities. Insurance was prepaid. So we will minus in profit and loss account and will take in the asset side of the balance sheet. Depreciation. So we have to take in profit and loss account, that is in the debit side, and we have to deduct from the respective asset in the balance sheet. So depreciation means what? Decrease. So we have to minus in the balance sheet. Make provision for doubtful debts. So we will take in profit and loss account once and minus in the balance sheet from the debtors. So these are the adjustments. So hope you are clear. Now we shall directly go through the solution. So first we will write Sri Chandan Traders Mysore trading and profit and loss account for the year ending 31st 12 2016. So we have to prepare this trading profit and loss account together. So how do I start? We will start with opening stock. So what is the opening stock? So opening stock, so they have given how much? 7,500. So take that opening stock. So opening stock 7,500. Next, to purchase less returns. So what is a purchase? So purchase is 40,000 minus returns, that is 4,000. So to purchase 40,000 minus 4,000, it is 36,000. Next, direct expense is carriage inwards, that is how much? 300. So take that carriage inward 300. Next we have wages. So wages is 1,200, but we have outstanding of 400. So add that outstanding. So 1,200 plus 400, it is 1,600. So we are done with all the direct expenses. Now coming to the credit side, we have to record sales, less returns and closing stock. So what is the sales we have? So sales is 50,000 minus returns 5,000. So how much? That is 45,000. Next, closing stock. So normally closing stock will be given in the adjustment. So what is the closing stock? That is 13,000. So record that closing stock 13,000. Now balance both the side, and the balancing figure of trading account will be gross profit or gross loss. So if you add the credit side, so it is 58,000 minus 7,500, 36,300 and 1,600. You will get a balancing figure of 12,600. Now what is this 12,600? Your credit side is more than debit side, so it is gross profit. Now this gross profit has to be carried forward to profit and loss account. So how do you write? Gross profit brought down 12,600. Now in your profit and loss account, you will record all the indirect expenses as well as indirect income. Now we shall go through the indirect expenses. So go through the trial balance. So which are the indirect expenses? Salaries. So salaries how much? 1,150 we have. But there is outstanding of 500. So add outstanding. So 1,150 plus 500, you will get 1,650. Next one, after salaries, we have insurance, that is 200, but there is a prepaid of 50. So minus this prepaid. So 200 minus 50, you will get 150. After that, which is the next one after insurance, so we have commission as well as interest which is been received. So we have to record in the income side. So how do you write? Commission 300, interest 100. Next one, after that, so we have printing and stationery 800. So there is no adjustment, so write directly printing and stationery 800. So we are done with all the items in the trial balance. Now go through the adjustment. At least once you would have recorded either in trading account or in profit and loss account. Closing stock we have recorded in trading account. Outstanding salary, so we have added to wages and we have added to salary. Insurance we have deducted from the insurance in profit and loss account. Depreciation we have not taken yet, we shall take depreciation in the debit side. So depreciation on land and building at 5%. So write depreciation on land and building. So value of land and building is 5,000 into 5%, so I will get 250. Next one, plant and machinery at 10%. So 2 depreciation on plant and machinery. So how much? 3,000 into 10%, that is 300. Next, provision for doubtful debt at 5% on debtors. So we have to calculate and write in the debit side. So 2 PDD or provision for doubtful debt, 7,600 is the value of debtors into 5%, so you'll get 380. So only this much you have to balance both the side, and the balancing figure will be net profit or net loss. So if you add the credit side, so the total is 13,000, whereas if you minus everything in the debit side, you will get a balancing figure of 9,470. So here also your credit side is more than debit side, so it means what? It is net profit. So net profit transferred to capital account or net profit transferred to balance sheet. So hope you are clear with trading profit and loss account. Now we shall directly go through the balance sheet. Write the heading balance sheet as at 31st December 2016. So we have to record all the liabilities first and all the assets. So either you can make, so first you can record all the assets, then you can record all the liabilities. So we shall start with the liabilities first. So which are the liabilities? We have capital and drawings. So that has to be recorded in the liability side. So capital is 25,000, and what do you do with drawings? Minus drawings, add net profit. So what are the adjustment you have to make? Capital, add net profit, minus drawings. So how do you write? Capital 25,000, net profit. Net profit, by preparing this profit and loss account, you will get this net profit. So add this net profit minus drawing 2,500. So outer column 31,970. So this is a total of capital. Now coming to the next liability. So plant and machinery. So these are all assets. Furniture is an asset. Creditors. So creditors is 5,500. So it's a liability. Record that. Creditors 5,500. Next one, we have bills payable 2,000. So bills payable is a liability, 2000. Next one, so in the trial balance we don't have any other liability. Now come to the adjustment, we have outstanding liability, that is wages as well as salary, 400 and 500. So record that in the liability side, 400 and 500. So we are done with all the liabilities. Now come to the assets. So assets will start with land and building. So land and building's value is 5000, but there is a depreciation. So minus that depreciation. So land and building 5000 minus depreciation 250. So we'll get 4750. In the same way, next one, plant and machinery 3000, but there is a depreciation. So 3000 minus 10% depreciation. So we'll get 300, it is 2700. Next one, after that we have furniture. Furniture of 5000. No adjustment on furniture. So write directly 5000. After that, so after furniture we have debtors. So debtors is 7600, but there is a provision of 5%. So minus that provision. So already we have calculated once and written the amount in profit and loss account. So just minus that. So debtors 7600 minus provision 380. So we'll get 7220. Next one, which is the next asset we have, that is bills receivable 2400. No adjustment. So write directly bills receivable 2400. Next one, after bills receivable, yes, we have investment. Investment of rupees 2000. So record that 2000. Investment 2000. Next, after investment we have cash in hand 3250. So it is also a current asset. So 3250, that is cash in hand. So we are done with all the items in the trial balance. Now go through the adjustment. So closing stock, so it is also an asset. So we have to record 13,000 closing stock. So closing stock 13,000. Next we have taken outstanding liability in the liability side. Insurance prepaid, so it is an asset. We have to take in the asset side 50 rupees. Insurance prepaid 50. Next one, land and building, depreciation we have made the adjustment. Debtors, doubtful debts, we have made the adjustment. Now we have to add both the assets as well as liability, and both the sides should be equal. So if you add all the liability, you will get 40,370, and if you add all the assets, you will get 40,370. So this is how you are going to solve a 15 marks problem, where you will have or where you will get the trial balance along with the adjustment, where you have to prepare the financial statements like trading profit and loss account as well as balance sheet at the end of the financial year. So my dear students, hope you have understood the problem. See you all in my next session. Till then, take care. Thank you.